Hello friends, today's date is 4th October 2021 and today's video topic is static keyword in Java. So let's see what is the static keyword. The static keyword in a Java is a non-access modifier that is used for the provide the additional functionality such as synchronization, and it is used for the memory management. The keyword static is used to refer to the common properties of all objects, and also the static keyword can be applied to variable, methods, blocks and nested class. First we have to see the static variable. If a variable is a static, then the variable is assigned the memory ones, and all the objects of the class access the same variables. Static variable is created by adding the static keyword before the variable during declaration. Now we can see the syntax for declaring the static variable is static data type and variable name. This is the this is the declaration of the static keyword. Okay. Now we can see the example of the static keyword. Consider the making a simple class which is implements the functionality of a counter by increasing a variable count by 1 each time an instance of the class is created. Using a static variable will create one copy of the count variable which will be incremented every time an object of the class is created. Suppose class counter, then we declare the static variable that is static integer count is equal to 0. Then we create the counter, then counter and count plus plus. Then we create the get count method, public void get count. Then we can print the message system.out.printf. Then value of the counter is equal to %t and count. Then we can create the main method. In a main method we create the object of the class that is counter. C is equal to new counter, then c dot get count, then counter counter, then c2 is equal to new counter, and c2 is equal c2 dot get count, then counter c3 is equal to new counter, and c3 dot get count. This is the simple example of the static keyword. Then all objects of the counter class will have the same value of a count at any given point in a time. Suppose a static variable can be created at a class level only, and a static variable is allocated memory once. Now we can see the static method in Java. Static variables, static method belongs to the class, and not every instance of the class object. Now we can see the syntax of the static method. The general syntax to create the static method within a class is a public class, the public class A, then public static void A, and within a open curly close curly brackets we can write the code. To be executed. Now we can see the example of we can make a citizen class which contains a static variable country. We can update all instances of the static variable using a static method that is set country. Now that is the set country. Now see, we can see the program. Create this class citizen, then we can create the static string get static string country, then we create the constructor static, then country is equal to India, then public static void set country that is string C, then country is equal to C, then we create the method get country, public void get country, then system.out.printf, then current country, then percent years, comma country. Now we can create the main method, and we create the class of the object, and that is citizen C1 is equal to new citizen, then citizen C2 is equal to new citizen, and citizen 3 C3 is equal to new citizen, then C1 dot get entry, then C2 dot get entry, then C3 dot get entry, and citizen dot set country, that is citizen dot set country in bracket USA, then C1 dot get country, C2 dot get country, and C3 dot get country. Then now you can see the static method can not use this or super keyword. Then abstract method cannot be static, and static method cannot be overridden. The static method can only access the static variable and other static method. Now we can see the static block. Static block is used to it is used for initializing the static variable. The static block is executed once when the first job of the class is created. Now we can see the syntax of the static block. Static open curly brackets, then close curly brackets, and within a brackets we can write the code to be executed. Now we can see the example of the static variable, that is class A, then static integer A, then static integer B, then static A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 2 into A, then public static void main string arguments, then class we can create the object of the class A. C is equal to new A, then system.out.printf in a double quote A is equal to %d and B is equal to %d, then A dot A comma A dot B. Yes, there can be multiple static blocks in a class, and also the static nested class. Now we can see the static nested class. Static nested class is a static class. Within a class, static inner classes cannot access the non-static data members and methods. The static inner class can be accessed by the outer class without creating object of the outer class. Now we can see the syntax of the nested static classes: class, outer class, then static class, inner class, then in open and close curly brackets we can write the code. Now we can see the example of the static inner class. We can the static inner class can be directly accessed in the main without creating an object of the outer class. Then class outer class, then static string message is equal to hello world. Then static class inner class, that is static void get message. This is the method, and we can write the message system.out.println, then hello, then message. Then we can create the main method and create the object of the method class outer class dot inner class dot get message. Now some important points of this inner class is static inner class cannot access instance variable and methods of the outer class without the object's reference. Static inner class can access all static variables and methods of the outer class. The outer class cannot be static. In a Java, the main method is always static because it is executed before creating an instance of the class which contains the main method. So it's all about the information of the static keyword, static method, and static variables, and static nested class. Thank you so much.